Donald Trump is breaking with Republican orthodoxy on an important issue. Huffington Post explains here. Donald Trump on Tuesday will formally propose that the federal government guarantee up to 6 weeks of paid leave to new mothers, campaign officials told reporters. Although the plan is characteristically short on detail and appears to lack adequate funding, it represents a sharp break with the Republican establishment, which has traditionally dismissed such proposals as job killers that lead to too much government involvement in Americans' lives. Trump's updated plan would also allow families to deduct child care expenses up to the average cost of child care in their states from their income taxes. The deduction would be available to individuals with incomes of up to $250,000 and couples who make less than $500,000. The U.S. is the only developed economy in the world, one of just a handful of countries on Earth, that offers no paid leave to new mothers. Now, this is one of those facts that I think Americans largely don't know, so they're clueless about the nature of what this is in other countries, but they're getting massively, massively screwed. So again, it is the only developed economy in the world that doesn't do this, but it's actually just one of a few countries in the world, period, that doesn't do this. Oh, that's insane. I mean, that's insane. And that's not much to ask for. I mean, talking about some paid family leave, paid maternity leave, that's very, very basic. But in the U.S., we don't get it, and people don't know that we don't get it. So it's fucking crazy. When you look at that list of countries that offers it, and we still don't offer it, I mean, it's absolutely mind-boggling. So understand something, guys. This is why I've said from the beginning, and others have said from the beginning, he has a better shot than you're giving him credit for. Yes, he's a fascist buffoon. Yes, he's a lunatic and a loose cannon, Donald Trump. But every now and then, he bucks orthodoxy in a way that, yes, is overwhelmingly popular. Now, his base might squeak and squeal and moan and act like, oh, we want more, less government and stuff like that. But where are they going to go? Where are they going to go? They're not going to go. They're not going to go anywhere else. They got nowhere else to go. And by the way, when you actually go to specific polling data, Republicans actually like a lot of liberal policies. I know that sounds crazy, and it sounds like a contradiction. But this is why Bernie Sanders' agenda polled overwhelmingly popular. Because people, if you just present them the idea and the specific policy you're talking about, people don't immediately categorize that in their mind as a liberal policy or a conservative policy, or Republican policy or Democratic policy. They just respond to the merits of that policy. So if you tell people, Medicare for all, and you don't tell them if it's Democratic or Republican, you get massive numbers that say, yeah, no, I want Medicare for all. That's fantastic. A lot of Republicans will say that. This is another example of it right here. Paid maternity leave. Paid family leave. People go, I like me family. Yeah, I'm in favor of that. So again, if you don't say, hey, it's a Democratic issue, people go, no, I like that, absolutely. It's like the Tea Partiers that went to the rallies that held up the signs, keep your government hands off my Medicare. Well, again, see, they think, well, I'm a Republican and I'm a conservative, but then when you go down the list of Democratic ideas, they'll tell you, yeah, I want to raise the minimum wage. So it's you have these category problems where when you just slap a label on it that people don't know, their brain just shuts off. So if you give them just the policy, they'll go, I like that. So Trump's going, okay, paid family leave. I bet you a lot of them are going, I like that. As long as you have a Republican proposing it, then they go, oh, so it ain't Hillary Clinton proposing it in this case, so I guess I'm for it? Is that what it is? And it's not just, Trump. If Mitt Romney had said paid family leave, a lot of the base, don't get me wrong, the establishment elite Republicans are going to fucking hate it, but the base is going to go, oh, wonderful. No, I love it. Who could be against that? That's wonderful. So, and this is why he still has a fucking shot, because this is the guy, every now and then he says shit like this. Every now and then he says, you know what? I'm not going to cut Social Security. I'm not going to cut Medicare. It reminded me of that debate. I'm fucking sitting there watching it face-palming when Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz are telling Donald Trump, well, that's Ted Cruz, not Marco Rubio. I don't have a Marco Rubio impression yet. I guess I could be a robot or some shit. But Ted Cruz is like, me, I can't wait to cut Social Security and take money out of your grandma's check. Yeah, that's what I want to do. We got to cut Medicare. It's unsustainable. Fuck healthcare for old people. Yoo-hoo. So he's making these stupid points, but it's traditional, right-wing orthodoxy that he's parroting. And Trump's looking around like, really? You guys are going to make it this easy for me to beat you? I'm not going to cut Social Security. How about that? I'm not going to cut Medicare. How about that? How you like them apples? This is the guy, as all the other idiots are saying, more free trade deals. Let's outsource more jobs. He's like, no. How about we don't do TPP? How about we don't outsource more jobs? Again, whether or not he really believes it is a separate question, because he outsources his own goddamn jobs. But in terms of framing and strategy, that was totally correct to just say, no, I'm against it. I want you to keep your job. And then he crushes in the primary. We go, oh my God, how did he do it? Because the other people on stage were fucking idiots that never bucked orthodoxy. He's like, okay, let's, how about Iraq was bad? There, I said it. Iraq was bad. It was we spent the past fucking decade telling people it was the right thing to do. Well, now I'm saying that's not the case. How about that? How about I say George W. Bush didn't keep us safe. 9/11 happened on his watch. It's a fact he didn't keep us safe. Oh, did you just say that at a fucking Republican debate with Jeb Bush right next to you? But he says that, and then people go, I don't know. This guy's going to shake things up, Now, again, there's so many downsides to Trump. Don't get me wrong. We're going to kill civilians. We're going to fucking torture. And the guy's a fucking lunatic. So I'm not trying to just praise him here. But what I am saying is the Hillary loyalists who've underestimated him from the beginning, they just disregard all of this kind of stuff. They act like he's the fucking craziest person and the worst Republican in human history, and they disregard when he says, how about we do maternity leave? How about we don't cut Social Security? How about Iraq was bad? They disregard all of that to say, Trump, so stupid, we're going to win by like 1,000 trillion zillion points. Ha ha ha! Okay, keep living in your fucking fantasy world, but I warned you from the beginning. Remember, guys, I'm the guy, not to toot my own horn, except that's exactly what the fuck I'm going to do, when it was just 3 states that had voted in the primary. 3! We have 50 of them, by the way. I said it'd be a minor miracle if he doesn't win. I think he's going to win. Donald Trump. It's Donald Trump. Guess what? He won. Because you could read the writing on the wall. You could see that he was bucking orthodoxy. You could see that he was schooling everybody else on stage. But still, no, it could never be Donald Trump. The establishment pricks. Never Donald Trump. I mean, this is what they argue, but that's not an argument. You're just fucking sneering. That's all you're doing. You don't think it's the same thing for this election? I'm not saying he's gonna win. Right now, in fact, he's the underdog. He is. The polls show that he's the underdog. But the election is indeed not over. Now, the final point I'll make here is, and this is why the Democrats suck so much on framing. So recently, Hillary Clinton is sick. At the very least, she has pneumonia. There's speculation of other stuff going around. But the response from the Democrats to Hillary being sick, you know what they've been saying? I'm not kidding. Donald Trump sick or something. Yeah, gotcha. What are you doing? You're taking an argument that you know you're going to lose because she just hacked a lung on TV for fucking 5 minutes straight and she collapsed in front of everybody and we have it on video. You're taking an argument you know is not true. You know, yes, he's an overweight 70-year-old and he ain't in good health. I agree with that. But he doesn't have pneumonia at the moment. So you're going to have an argument that you know you're going to lose as to whose health is better, which is an asinine argument anyway. And that's the framing you're going to set up. It's like the Democrats are trying to lose when they do that. Now, what I'm telling them to do is, instead of doing that, why not fight in areas where you know you'll win? So, for example, Donald Trump, like I just said, 6 weeks paid maternity leave. That's his plan. Hillary Clinton's plan is 12 weeks paid maternity leave. And also some paternity leave. You win. On this issue, you win. Everybody knows I despise Hillary Clinton, but on this issue, you fucking win. It's not even close. You win. Your plan is better. You win. You win. But as Donald Trump, he gave a big speech. Oh, yeah, maternity leave. Whoa, I'm bucking the orthodoxy. Why aren't you out there going, yeah, that's nice. We win 12 weeks. How you like them apples? go out there and say, isn't it interesting that Republicans, anytime they have good ideas, it's when they copy Democratic ideas? This is how you fight and win. Instead, I haven't heard a peep about where they're actually better. Hey, our maternity plan is better. Our paid family leave plan is better. But instead, they fight a losing battle. Yeah, Hillary's healthier than you, even though she's not. Ha ha! Gotcha. You got yourself. And yet again, this is why he has a fantastic chance of winning.